In this video, I'll be giving you guys a breakdown of all the trades that I've taken this week. Now, these trades were also shared in my trade ideas channel, which if you guys are interested in joining, click the first link in the description down below. Getting straight into it, on Monday, I did end up missing a nice opportunity during New York session on gold, which was a 5-minute selling opportunity, which I will break down at the end of the video. And then on Tuesday, we did have CPI news, so I ended up staying out the market to stay safe. And then it was on Thursday where I ended up taking a nice trade on GBP USD, which if we come on over to the Telegram, you can see I called out buys on GBP USD, gave the stop loss, the potential entry and the TP, as you can see. And then I even gave the buying now signal for everyone to enter. And then as you can see, we've seen a nice push up. And then the very next candle was also a nice push up. This was at the back end of some fundamental news. And so if I break that down for you, you can see the analysis ultimately began on the daily time frame. Now, the daily time frame is very important to give you guys a overall general view of what's going on in the market. So if you look at it over here and we use the replay tool, this is where price was currently at when I was looking at the markets. And as you can see, this green line over here is our daily level of demand, a nice area of interest where when price retreats back into, we've got a nice rejection candle. And then when we look at price action on the 4-hour time frame, you can see price is overall bearish. However, we are starting to kind of plateau and run out of momentum at this bottom range over here, which is again the daily time frame. Ultimately, I ended up taking entries on the 1-hour time frame. So if you come on over to the 1-hour time frame, you can see price again is bearish, and at this time I was looking for price to potentially fail to create a lower low, and then we get some sort of entry from around over here, and then we target these highs right over here. So that was sort of the rough plan I had. And as we play price along, you can see this level right over here is my area of interest where I want price to come back down into, kind of give us some rejections before that push up, which I'm ultimately looking for. So as we play price along, you can see we've got a nice push into this level and then an immediate reaction from that level. And then again, another retest followed by another rejection. And then it was on this doji candle over here, where I exactly ended up entering. And if we just cross check that with the Telegram channel, you can see that that's exactly when I ended up entering, and it was the next candle which pushed up into our favor. So entries were taken roughly around over here. Stops were just below these lows, and then I was ultimately targeting these highs over here. And then as we play price along, you guys already know what happens. We've seen a nice push up. This was at the back end of some fundamental news. Now, it was very important for me to widen my stop loss a little bit during fundamental news, as we can get excess volatility. And so that's exactly why I took this trade on the 1-hour time frame, to allow for some leeway and some space for my stop loss. And then as you can see, the next candle was also a nice push up. And then as we came towards the end of the session, price did sort of run out of momentum, and we kind of plateaued over here, securing a nice 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Now, that was a nice trade which I managed to catch. I also am going to break down the gold trade which I missed on Monday. So if we come on over to gold, we can see that this trade was ultimately, using the replay tool, taken from roughly around over here. So as you can see, price action is currently bearish on the 4-hour time frame, so my bias was sells and sells only. And then if we come down to the 1-hour time frame, and price was currently somewhere around over here. So as you can see, it's around 12 o'clock, which is coming on to New York session, and this was exactly what I was looking at. So we've seen a nice break, retest of this level of resistance, and now I want to see that push through, targeting again this daily level of demand, even on the daily time frame, even on gold. So then if we come down to the 5-minute time frame, this is exactly where I'm looking for my entries. So I'm waiting for price to hold this sort of level before I see a rollover to the downside. But what did we end up getting? We've seen a huge push up due to the back end of some news. And then as you can see, this is a important level, as this is our level of supply. Price then ended up pushing back down. This is also an important level, as we're in this sort of mini uptrend. So it's very important to pay attention to structure, as that is exactly going to tell you your bias and your direction at the market at that time. So if you look at structure, you can see Overall, we're bearish from this level. However, we're forming these higher highs and higher low points. So we're currently in a mini uptrend. And as you can see, price pushed up into our level of supply, came down, failed to give us that higher high in this mini substructure uptrend. And so ideally, I would wanted to enter at the close of this candle, because this is a nice bearish engulfing, still a lot of volume. Stops will be just above the highs over there. And like I said previously, I would have been targeting this daily level of demand. And as we play price along, you can see that 5-minute demand got broken. Now we're going to come back up, retest that level a little bit, and then push down into TP, as you can see over here. So that would have been a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio as well. I did not end up entering this trade, and the reason I didn't end up entering this trade is due to the fact there was a lot of volatility and a lot of reckless movement from gold, and so I wanted to stay out of the market, as it may be a bit risky to take this trade. However, in this case, this would have ended up playing out in our favor very nicely. However, we're still up for the week, which is solid gains. So that was just a quick breakdown of the trades that I took this week. I hope you guys did find this video informative and enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.